So put the mark proper disposal of e-waste. Then you are going to write these 3 points. Right. So let me know when you're done. Once you're done, right? People, are we done? Okay, anyone who is still writing this? All right. So moving forward, we discussed these matters last week, people. So we are just getting down the notes. So then you can go for the subheading, social issues related with ICT. So as the first topic, number 1, you can say digital divide. Okay, are we done, people? Anyone who is still writing this? All right, moving forward. Yeah, you can draw this diagram. Hold on a second, people. It's better you add these topics for this diagram. Yeah, you better write it with these two headings. So let me know when you are done, people. Yes, people. Are we done or still drawing it? All right, Udamya, keep finishing it. Let me know when you are done. Udamya, let me know when you are done, Dua. Right. So now we can move forward. I hope no one is still there who is trying to write this. So let me clear the annotation. We really don't need to write this in detail. Put Roman number two. Don't put Roman number two. Digital bridge is something that help us to match the digital divide. So it's not Roman number two. It's again, you have to write this under the diagram that you have drawn. Yeah, sorry that I had to answer a call, people. So I think you are done with this digital bridge. So let's go to the latter part. So this should be written on the under the same topic, people. We are still under the digital divide topic, right? So digital, about the digital bridge as a separate point. So then we'll go to this particular thing. Yeah, write this as the next point for that. That is to say how to give a solution for the digital divide. Yeah, then you can list this down. Write these things on point form under the digital divide topic, right? So at the first part, we talk about how the digital divide is happening. Then we are now giving the solutions for the digital divide. People, are we done? Anyone who's still writing this? Okay, so we are continuing under the same topic. This as the other point. And this has the last point under it. So we are still under the digital divide. So in the upper part, we write about it. And in the latter part, we are writing the solutions for it. So after these 2 points, the solution will be done. Okay, are we done, people? Can we move forward? Anyone who's still writing this? Okay. So moving forward, we got another 1 point over here. Yeah, write this as well, people. So it will be the very last point under the digital divide. Then we are going to go to the second topic, de-scaling. Okay, people, we are moving forward. So the second one, like this is like, don't get jumbled, people, right? So like we are under the social issues. We talk about the digital divide. That's the first issue. So we are still, we were there under that topic for a long time. Then the second point under the social issue, that is called de-skilling. It's not the third one, it's the second one, right? De-skilling. So we talked about this last week. De-skilling means like people are being replaced by the machineries. So the machineries are is there to do the people's work. So the people who are having the skill over a period with just because of the practice is going to lose, right? This is what we call de-skilling, right? So we'll copy these things under de-skilling. And under the examples for descalings, you can list these things down. Okay, are we done, people? Anyone who's still writing this? Okay, so moving forward, yeah. Now we are coming to a new topic, which is called the technology-related employment opportunities, right? This is it's going to be the last topic, like before we talk about the misuse of the social media and all these things. Right now, when it comes to the opportunities, there are many opportunities around the world regarding the ICT. It's not only related to the computer field. If you know the ICT, you can expand your skills in many other sectors, right? We were like talking about this in the very first lesson of grade 10 when we are talking about the sectors where the ICT can be used. So it doesn't matter what is the sector that we are going to deal with. If you know the ICT, if you have a sound knowledge of ICT, then you can expand yourself with the help of those tools, right? And specifically when it comes to the ICT related industry, these designations are there, like computer programmers who programs the things, who create the programs, and system analysts who analyze the particular scenario, right, for a particular situation. Data communication analyst, it is specifically to analyst regarding the data communication, as well as database programmers, and desktop application support specialists. That means like when the desktop applications, the one that we are going to use on the computers, how those things are being made, how the interface is going to be made, and how the interactions are going to happen. Those kind of things can be determined by the desktop application or the desktop support specialist or the application support specialist. And there are people who doing the programs for the mobile devices. They call the mobile application developers. And there are people who take care of the network security and who manage the network and administrate it, called the network managers and administrators. The person who has a sound knowledge about the internal structure of a system, we call them the software engineers. As well as there are technical sales specialists who are going to sell the ICT products to the others, and technical trainers who are getting the help, or like everyone like starting as a trainer when it comes to the industry, and later he or she is developing the skill, right? And the telecommunication manager, the telecommunication line installer, those are the people who goes around the field in the physical world, right? So like in case if you are having a new internet connection, they are the people who like visit into the particular place and providing you the facility, right? And there is a whole new sector about website development, right? So likewise, there are many different opportunities around the world when it comes to the ICT and its related sectors, right? So yeah. Before we come to the misuse of ICT to harm society, let's write about this thing, right? So subheading, let's have technology-related deployment opportunities. Yeah, so you can write this and then come to the list, right? So copy it down, then I will scroll it up. right? Then after this thing, you can list down these particular opportunities. People, let me know when you are done. Right, people, are we done? Can we move forward? Anyone who's still writing this? Okay, moving forward, people. The last topic is the misuse of ICT to harm society. So like we are talking about the negative side of the social media. Like we can't say like social media is going to be a misuse. Like it's a very nice product. It's a very nice application that they have done. The people who have created the social media, but the only thing, since it is given to be used by all the people in the world, almost all the people in the world, since the people are different, the attitudes are different. So like there are people who misuse it and give some negative effects, right? So social media is nothing, it is not a misuse, but people who have the negative attitudes can misuse that, right? So yeah, so there are many different social media in the world so far. So like Facebook started it, and then it spread all over, like Twitter, YouTube, even the Google Plus, right? LinkedIn, Pinterest, like there are many different things now, right? And it's introducing different kinds of services to the world as well, right? Especially when it comes to the marketing and selling stuff, social media is given a very huge impact right now. Like it's a one good reason, like it's a major reason for the people to buy things confidently in an e-commerce platform, right? So here it is saying about a few services given by the social media, right? Promote one's products profitably, and having blogs, right? And it's helped people to it helps to attract people for, like let's say the celebrities and people who owns their own website. So through the social media we can generate a traffic, or like we can direct the people to our websites and all these things, and forums to do some discussion kind of things, right? And it is a very good platform to share the opinions, to share the knowledge, to have a live discussion kind of things. So the misuse type comes with the cyber crimes kind of things, right? So like when it comes to the cyber crimes, social media is we call like it has a very big potential, a possibility to create a cyber crime. So like since it is open for everyone, and since most of the people are not thinking about your privacy when you are using the social media, so they post all the stuff on the social media. Like later, someone who has a negative attitudes, they can collect those personal information and misuse them, right? So like it says, like uploading other images without permissions, releasing unsuitable photographs or videos regarding any particular person, not only women and young girls, but any particular person, right? So like it's like you can say like a frighten those images could be frightened ones, could be threatened ones, could be a blackmailing points, right? So you should know what to be posted on the social media and how your privacy should be set uh, using the social media applications, right? And giving publicity to information that can harm person's reputation, right? So like we simply say the negative kind of gossips, they just fly away, fly all around than a good news, right? And misleading people for the wrong informations. Like that is why the social media are employed the fact checkers. They just check the facts regarding a particular post, and they are going to report for the peer person who has posted it that what he or she has been posted is wrong or incorrect or harmful, right? And of course it can give us these fails information, like almost like more than 75%, like more than 80% in the social media. What we are going to find is not 100% truth, right? Either it is partially truth, or it is partially correct, or it is a lie, or an incorrect information, right? And using unfair means to gain the access to other personal accounts and stealing personal information. Yeah, that happens in a big time when it comes to the social media, because now it is open for many different ways in many different devices. So maybe a person is forgotten in which device that they have access to the social media. So like very easily others can access to someone else's social media accounts and misuse it, right? So like yeah, this shows you how to protect yourself from the social media, like when you are using the social media. So you have to be careful on selecting social media over internet, what kind of social media that you are going to involve in, and be cautious about the friends. Like it's like the norm should be, I can make a social media friend if he is a real friend in the physical world for me, right? Like මගේ යාළුවෝ නම් තමයි social media එකෙත් මට යාළුවෙක් කරගන්න පුළුවන් වෙන්නේ. Like if you don't have the friend in real world, don't go behind a particular profile. We don't know who is maintaining that profile, right? Most probably it can be a fake one, right? And you should be very careful when you are presenting the personal information over the internet. Either it should have a very good privacy policy, very good privacy through the application, or you may not post the things, right? Like the private things, like your contact numbers, your email addresses, your usernames, your passwords, your pictures, those kind of things. And or else if you are posting those things, you can do the limitations inside the social media, like who can see this, who can comment it, who can share those things. You can you can make the limitations, right? And avoid accessing suspicious emails. Even in the internet email lesson we talked about this. And we should not click on the links that we are coming through the email, also through the any particular instant messaging service. And it's good to ignore the anonymous emails. We don't know what kind of a content that we are going to receive through that. Maybe it can be a virus, maybe it can be some another malware, right? And it's a good practice for you to have a different email address for the social media. So your personal email address is safe with you. It is the one which receive all your emails and all these things, important stuff. So you use a different kind of email address for the social media. So even though someone hacked into your computer, he or she will be able to gain that particular email address, which is your third email address, which is not the top priority one. Right? And avoid installing applications in your computer that come through social media. You don't know, because social media is just a platform for people to meet virtually. It's not a platform which certify the applications. Some of the applications are there, which is provided by that particular company which maintains social media. So of course those could be reliable, but most of the things are not reliable, right? So likewise, we have to be very careful when we are maintaining an account inside the social media. Right, so that comes to an end. So let's quickly write about this. Let's not write about misuse of ICT to harm society. Let's go with the heading social media, right? And let's list down the important stuff, right? Copy this as the explanation. And then and you better say this as few services in social media. then you can list these things down. Right. So when you are writing this, sentence, start it with providing forums, which then you can go with the highlighted part, right? Only when you are writing these particular things, right? So the starting point is providing forums, which provides a good opportunity for people to openly express common opinion. Right. Are we done up to this point, people? Okay. Anyone who is still copying from the screen? Shall I move forward? Yes, people, anyone? Okay, moving forward. As well as I'm highlighting the cybercrime. Right, so you can write these as the examples. Right, I'm moving forward little by little. Yeah, people, are we done with the cybercrime? Anyone who is still writing this? Okay, that's great. So we are moving, which shows how can we protect ourselves from social media. So you better write the entire stuff. Right, once this is done, I'll tell you how we are going to discuss the past paper next week. So first, let's finish this. Then I'll tell you what to be done, right? Let me know when you are done, people. Okay, people, are we done? Okay, Denuka, keep writing. Let me know when you are done. Okay, Denuka, are we done? All right. Okay, Denuka, I think you can finish it off, right? If you miss anything, you can refer the video that I'm going to upload. So this is the way that we are going to now, since the syllabus is done, people, by next week, we are going to start the past paper discussion, right? So this is the way we are going to do the past papers. You have to have a past paper book, or else you can visit to my website and go to the downloads page. And inside the downloads page, you have a link called O-Level Past Papers. Click on it. There are all the past papers that you need, right? With the answer scheme is also here, right? So I want you to start doing the paper of 2017 for this week, right? So when you are doing it, please time it and do it at a stretch, right? So the first paper, it only give you 1 hour, right, to complete this. And for second paper, you will be given 2 hours, right? So in my website, there are papers in both the languages. So you can take 1 hour to complete the then you got 2021. Let me check. As I remember, 2021 was not there. It is only 2020. I will upload the 2021 paper as well, right? So start doing the start it from 2017, right? So next week we are going to discuss the 2017, right? So when you're doing it, time it and take a 3-hour period of time, because in the examination you are going to have it like that, right? So practice the paper, right? So do the first paper within 1 hour and take 2 hours and do the second paper, right? When you're doing the second paper, you can try first, the very first question of the second paper is a must to do, right? So you must answer the very first question, right? And from rest of the questions, you can choose 4 any particular questions that you want. And that, of course, should be done within the time. Then after the time period, like after you are done with the all 4 questions that you need, that you like, that you have chosen, I need you to try the other questions as well, right? Those questions, you don't need any timing to be done. Just try to answer it, right? So with the experience, I know you will be gain the timing. You will be doing the paper within within the time that is given to you. Like sometimes, not sometimes, in most of the cases, when you are practicing 1 or 2 papers, you are taking the time, like you just take half of the time to finish the paper, right? So I want you to start learning the pattern of the paper and do the choices and answer the paper, right? So the next day, I'm going to start discussing the paper, right? So I will discuss the MCQ questions first. Yes, almost. Then I will go to the second paper. So I want you to get ready with both the papers, with the answers, right? And please do not come to the class without doing the paper, right? So otherwise, no point of having inside the class, right? So if you have done the paper, then only you will be having the idea of like whether you have done it correctly or not when I'm discussing it, right? So if you are staying without doing with just the paper, we'll give you no advantage, right? So next week, remember, it's the 2017 paper that we are going to discuss. So do it and get ready, all right? So you can get the best thing out of it when we are doing the discussions, right? Okay, people. So I'm going to end the session from here. I think it is clear for everyone what I have said, right? So again, be prepared with 2017, and I'm going to meet you for the very same time, 2:30 on next Saturday to discuss the 2017 paper, right? Okay, people. Thank you very much then. I'll see you next week for the very same time, right? Okay, everyone. Thank you. Thank you very much.